Man, it's nice being by this fire this evening.
Toasty, toasty.
It is. Hey, Steven, has it ever been on your bucket list to go to the Grand Canyon?
Well, hey, you know what? I've always enjoyed the Grand Canyon. To be fair, you might not know this, I have actually been once before. But you know what? I didn't think I got the full authentic experience. So I'm thinking at some point to come see you again in your part of the world. And I've got a question for you.
Oh,
What are the 5 must-do things in a day at the canyon?
well, it's funny that you should ask because I've got a 6 simple step plan that I can walk you right through that. Shall we jump in?
Absolutely.
Hey, Steven, everything starts with a good morning. So let's begin at the beginning and jump right in. So we've already talked about everything begins in the morning. Then we're going to talk about lunch. We're going to talk about what we're going to do this afternoon. And you cannot miss sunset at the Grand Canyon. And then we'll talk about where the evening dining should be before we talk about where you should stay.
Hey, Karlyn, man, you must be wearing like a flame-proof shirt here because you're in the middle of that campfire, yeah? And like, is it getting a little bit toasty?
Get a little toasty. Let me get out of the way and let's get right into it.
All right, it.
Here's the Grand Canyon. It's 277 miles long, 18 miles wide, and it's a mile deep at its deepest point. So you've got to get a vision of what the broad expanse of the Grand Canyon is all about. So here's where we're going to begin. Right below me here, you'll see the Grand Canyon Airport and you'll see Tucson. This is where you're going to begin your day in the morning. Then we're going to talk about what it takes to get in that south entrance station before we head out to the Grand Canyon. So here's why you want to start at the airport is you want to take that incredible helicopter tour or airplane tour over the Grand Canyon so that you get that broad view and you just understand how big it really is. You're getting into the canyon at this point. Also, one of the great things about an air tour is when you're sitting around that Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner, this is the thing that you're going to remember most about your Grand Canyon experience.
Hey, Karlyn, man, I'm all over this one. I mean, I've never been on a helicopter before, and I think this might be my opportunity. But I've got a big but, and the problem is, my wife, she's not really good with sort of high altitude things, especially going to a helicopter. Have you got an answer for that one?
Well, that's the great thing is that we do have an option for those who the helicopter and airplane might not be for them. Let's go take a look at it.
Okay.
This is the Grand Canyon Rivers of Time. It's the Grand Canyon IMAX in downtown Tucson, like I pointed out there on the map. And this is a fully immersive experience that they can also have in the Grand Canyon. And you're probably going to want to join her after your helicopter tour.
So just let me get this right, okay? I thought that because she couldn't come along with me on the helicopter ride, that I have to miss out my once in a lifetime chance to go on a helicopter. But what you're saying is you can do that. She can go and watch this. And by the time you finish, you guys basically meet back together and she would have been done watching the IMAX show, yeah?
Absolutely. You both will
Awesome.
be done about the same time, and it's just a mile away.
Fantastic. So have you been to the show? Have you seen the show yourself?
I have many, many times. So, should we go take a look at it?
Sure. Let's go. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Stunning picture, buddy.
Yeah, I mean this is exactly what you'll see when you go to the Grand Canyon IMAX. It's a fully immersive. In fact, in portions of it, you will feel like you are moving in the canyon, and you don't even have to leave your seat here.
Fantastic. The only thing missing is some popcorn. So if I come see you, you're going to bring some popcorn for me, yeah?
Absolutely,
Awesome,
absolutely.
awesome, awesome. And look, we're back by the fireside. So hey, I'm really excited, buddy. I really am. So can we get started?
We sure can. There is one thing I want to make sure you know, and that's getting into the Grand Canyon.
All
That's a
right.
whole nother experience.
Okay, so I forgot because we've just flown above it or we've seen it on the IMAX. We actually haven't got physically into the canyon. Is that right?
We have not. We have not.
Okay.
And I want to make sure you understand what that entails.
Okay, doke. So where are we now, Carlin?
We're at the south entrance of the Grand Canyon. And this right here is where you'll be checking in. This is where you'll be paying your entrance fee. And this is where you will ultimately talk to the ranger if you have any questions.
And so why is this really important?
You can spend a lot of time at this location in your Grand Canyon experience if you're not aware of what time you arrive.
Okay, so can you give me a glimpse into what does that look like?
Absolutely. Take a look at what your different.
Oh, right. I get it now. So where am I at the moment?
Well, you're currently at what it'll look like at 7:30 in the morning. And so right here is what it'll look like if you arrive at 7:30. If you were to come this afternoon at say 3 or 4 o'clock, this was what it might look like. What you have to be careful of is not to hit this right here. This is what it can be like on holiday weekends. Also, oftentimes it might get this busy from 9 to 11 in the morning. That's why you want to be doing an air tour and an IMAX while this is going on.
Sure.
Now, this is probably what a standard semi-busy day is going to be. And given, if all these people were oriented, which is what you're getting out of this fireside chat, this line would go much faster than it currently goes. And so this is the whole other experience of getting into the Grand Canyon. That's why we want to give you results in advance by either taking an air tour or going to the IMAX before you experience any one of these.
Got it. Got it. Hold on. Hey, Karlyn, where are we now?
We're currently at the south entrance gate of the Grand Canyon National Park, and here we've got a ranger who's answering all the questions that these folks have. Now, they're afraid of missing out. That's what their concern is right now. However, as they're asking all these questions, you've got all the traffic below building up. Now, you're not going to have that problem because here through this Campfire story, we are going through the Ultimate Grand Canyon Adventure Guide, which you would have already received. You're not going to have that problem.
Awesome. Oh, and we're back at the fireside again. So, Karlyn, I'm really excited, buddy. I cannot wait to get started. So, what's next?
Well, Steven, tomorrow we're going to talk about the first thing you need to see at the Grand Canyon. But in the meantime, let's enjoy this campfire, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Great stuff. See you then, buddy.